Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 28th episode of the 3GN podcast. I am, of course, your host, Danny, and I'm joined by my lovely, jubbly co-hosts, Chris
Hello.
and Gary.
Aha! Guten Tag!
And let's just get this fucking show on the road. Let's just everybody get in a clown car and start driving towards the sunset. What do you guys say about that? Huh? That's right.
I think that might be a bit difficult from where I am.
What do you mean?
If I were to drive towards the sunset, I would have to go through a cemetery.
I don't see what the issue is.
Yeah, you'd be in a clown car. You could just just skim under the fence.
Stone walls?
Just smash him down. Fuck him. Down with the patriarchy. The dead patriarchy, I guess, in this case.
So long as it
It's
isn't
already
down.
fallen.
But, games we've played this week. Who wants to start? I've got a very short list.
Maybe you start then.
I played some Into the Breach, made by the same people who make FTL. It's very fun. I like the robots. I've beaten the campaign like a couple of times, but the whole thing is that each time you beat it, you can't really beat it, because if you win, they're like, okay, great, we saved this timeline, let's go back and save another. And every time you lose, it's like, well, this timeline is lost. And you have a pilot in your mech, and each time you like quit, if you quit without him dying, you still have him in a new campaign. And if you win, you still have him in a new campaign. So I've had the same pilot that is fully leveled for quite a while, because he's got a really good trait. It's basically, the way it works is you can move and attack with your huge mechs. He's got a trait where you can move, attack, and then move again. And that's very useful.
That feels like the Kanto skill from Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Nice.
I've never played Fire Emblem. I should at some point.
Quite literally, you move to your target, you attack them, and then any remaining steps that you didn't take, you can still move.
It's close to that. Basically, you can move your full movement,
Okay.
attack, and then move your full movement again.
Jesus, that sounds broken.
It's very useful. But each upgrade to the mech costs like 1 power. This trait can only be activated if you use a power. So it's like it's still, it's not like you just can do this. You need to have some stuff done. Now the next one is a game I played for 20 minutes yesterday. Gun. The PS2 cowboy game with the Confederates and stuff. I only got to the boat section. And then I was like, I need to go do stuff. And then I started editing. And then we started Sonic. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I'm kind of tired. But
Yeah.
But that's
You sound good a bit.
that's where we that's what I did with Gun. Now, the other game that I've played this week for 63 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours. Even though I say a week, it's basically since we last recorded. So it might have been, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Loop Hero. And I remember explaining a bit of it. Basically, you got a loop, you got different heroes you can play as, you change tiles, new enemies show up, you can upgrade yourself. Each loop, it gets harder, so you gotta balance, when do I retreat, when do I keep looping. And the thing is, you gather resources, and there's one section of the loop which is your camp, and when you earn that tile, you can either retreat or keep looping. But every time you pass that, it gets harder. So it's like you have to try to estimate, okay, will I be able to survive another loop? Or how many loops can I survive? Or should I just play it safe and retreat now with all my resources, or die and only gather like some of them? It's very fun and a very mindless game. I like it a lot. And that's basically what I played. I haven't played any Halo because, I don't know, didn't think about it. So, didn't play any Halo.
Didn't occur to you at the time.
No. And that's the games I've played. Oh Christ, I've only been talking for 5 minutes? Wow, that was short. Who wants to go next?
Well, normally I'll go first, but second's good enough.
Well, go ahead. Go right ahead. I slapped you on your butt. Go right ahead.
Oh my, daddy.
Oh, did you say Danny or Daddy?
Right. No, we're not going back to the early episodes. Stop it.
Sorry, sorry, Daddy Chan.
I still hate the fact that, forgive me, Father, I have sinned. It's so close to being.
I've been naughty, Daddy. I've been very naughty. Punish me.
You're grounded.
I mean, you can't ground me. I'm in a different country.
Right,
With
come
your
on.
damn wings.
But Chris, let's not dilly-dally for too long.
Right. One of the major ones I've been playing has been Pokemon. I have reset up my PS2. I haven't played anything on it yet, but I was looking to play a bit of Crash Mind Over Mutant,
You said Pokemon. Which Pokemon?
Omega Ruby.
Okay, good. Just want you to make sure for that.
But Crash Mind Over Mutant, then Crash of the Titans afterwards. It was double play both games, but do the entire story. What else?
Isn't Attack on Titan that anime?
Crash.
Yeah, it does have a 3DS game.
Crash of Titan. Oh, Clash of Titan.
No, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, I thought you
Oh
said.
yeah, because Crash of the Titans. Crash Bandicoot had a game where what was it? Giant ass monsters that you can manipulate.
Yeah, you'd actually beat them up, then I want to
Okay.
say hypnotize them into working for you.
Brainwashing.
Fuck it,
Yeah.
we'll go with that. Reasons I don't want Crash Bandicoot in Smash people.
Social manipulation. The Crash Bandicoot way.
Oh, that's what I'm planning on playing in a little bit. Well,
Okay.
pretty soon anyway. I don't think there was much I played on the 3DS. I have. I don't think I've actually played that many games this week. Been a slow week for games.
It has been.
Maybe for you.
For me, it's just been slow.
Oh, right.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was thinking of only my games. I have played Xenoverse 2.
Yeah, I'll let you have that one. I'll
Okay.
genuinely let you have that one.
Okay. Xenoverse 2.
Yeah, I might be tired as well. Because I'm almost showing blanks here.
Oh, is this the tired podcast?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm still pulling sleep out of my eyes, and I've been up for a few hours now.
Look, I'm just saying. Not a lot of people listen to the podcast, but if someday they do, if there's like an energy drink sponsor, fuck it. I'll be sponsored by energy drinks. I drink those.
I might think of another one, but if you want to take over, Gary, you can.
Well, since the last one you mentioned was Xenoverse 2, I have played so much Xenoverse 2, like so damn much that I can't stomach it at the minute.
Oh, jeez.
Basically, as you may or may not be aware, Jason's been here for a while.
I am aware.
And basically, he very much likes making characters. So much. And we have made so many, and we've come up with so many interesting ideas for backstories and things, just for the sake of it. And oh my lord, I'm tapped out.
You're all Xenoversed out, Gary. All Xenoversed out.
And the cool thing is, we've come up with so many cool costumes and stuff, and my brain just wants a rest. Although, I suppose, keeping on the whole Dragon Ball theme, I have played some more Dragon Ball Legends. They added a story update, which was nice. I thought they were going to give the main character a new transformation, but they didn't.
Bastard.
I'm bitter about that.
Yeah.
They even built it up to make it look like he's going to. They even give him a little cutscene, and then he just doesn't. I feel robbed. Played some more Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I missed the Spotlight Hour yesterday, since we're recording this episode on a Wednesday. And I'm bitter about that, too, because I genuinely wanted to catch a lot of Charmanders.
You're just so citrusy today, Gary. Just so citrusy.
Yep, I am the sour guy.
Yeah.
I am sour man.
I'm sour man. I got the power of making you say, that's sour.
Beyond that, I may have dipped into Fire Emblem Heroes, but I don't remember if I did.
Oh.
Huh. Oh, and right, Danny, if you remember, last time when we were planning this episode out way back a week or so ago,
Yeah?
I said I'd played a game and I wouldn't say it until the podcast. Well, here it is.
Oh god, what
I
is
have
it?
played Wii Sports Resort.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
That's not the game I was expecting, but I'm not angry about it.
What are you expecting?
Honestly, like a Fire Emblem game, a Sonic game, Pokemon
Yeah, exactly.
game, you know?
Exactly. So Wii Sports Resort. I've been flying around the island, popping balloons that are attached to things, crashing my plane into people on the ground. It's been a lot of fun.
That last one sounded like terrorism, but sure, fun.
Well, fine. If you want more sporty things, I actually did do some bowling.
Oh.
And I apparently am so much better at it because of Pokemon Go. I wasn't sure how to put the spin on the ball way back when I first played it. And after playing Pokemon Go, now I understand it. And also, there was a time when I went to, throw the ball, and then I ended up actually throwing the Wii remote into the floor.
Oh, aren't you using the straps?
I would if the specific Wii remote I was using had the wrist strap attached to it.
Yeah, that's a dangerous game, Gary.
It's a dangerous game, but it only happened once, and I threw it on the floor rather than through my TV, so I'm fine.
Yeah, that's like the thing you're afraid of doing, like destroying your
Or
television.
anything else.
Yeah, or a window, or an old woman. A button which says "Don't press the button." You might hit that button with your Wii remote, and then everything might explode. Anything's possible.
I also played a few random games on a GBA flash cart that Adam brought around a while ago, but there's a lot of those, and I only kind of dipped into them for like 5 minutes, so I'll only say the one that I genuinely played for such a long time that it was actually noticeable.
Okay.
Now, on there, he's got a bunch of Nintendo 64 games. Not Nintendo 64 games, what the hell? GBA wouldn't be able to handle that. A bunch of NES games. So I played a Batman game, and I was absolutely shit at it. I was trying, though.
Yeah. Do you know what the Batman game was called, so I can find a picture?
I don't know what it was.
Well,
not offhand. I think it was just called Batman.
Well, okay.
I'd have to ask Adam.
I'll look up Batman for NES as NES. So.
Actually, and just while I remember, because I'm literally looking at the question I sent Adam in a group chat between me, him, and Chris. I have also played some Pokemon, playing Alpha Sapphire in contrast to Chris playing Omega Ruby. And I actually did stuff, and we've beat the Pokemon League, and we started the after game. Got so many more legendary Pokemon as well, and we're just like, cool. You're staying in the PC.
I saw a guy play Pokemon this week where he did a shiny only run.
To be fair, he has more patience than I.
Yeah, I mean, it was slow trucking at times, so I'm not gonna lie. But he does live in Japan, so he does like the Pokemons.
Nice. I remember a while ago I tried playing some Let's Go Eevee, and all I wanted to do was I wanted to have a shiny male Nidoran at the start of the game, and I couldn't find one. And then I just kind of gave up on the hunt, and then I hadn't played the game in a while, so I just gave the game back to Adam. But yeah, I think that's more or less me all done.
Okay.
I took the most time, didn't I?
Yeah, but we're still under the 20-minute mark, so...
Wait, really?
Yeah, 17 minutes.
Nice.
Well,
I'll take that.
18 minutes, basically. 17 minutes and 56, 7, 8, you know.
Stop.
But
I get it.
But Chris, it sounded like you were going to say something.
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's go on to Dream Futures. Do you guys have Dream Futures? We're going a bit more loose on Dream Futures, because I do like us getting to the topic faster. So that's why Dream Futures is kind of like, you know, only if you got them, if you want to.
You know what? I genuinely just want to say, I had a dream last night And as I told you guys earlier, it was basically Jason just saying he was going to stay the night, and I'm just like, yay, that'll impede recording.
Oh, so that's a dream.
That's a dream.
Yeah, I also got dream this week.
Yeah, I thought I'd
Well,
help you segue in.
I think the only real thing I want would be maybe go out, try and see if I can find a new game to play.
Yeah, even though you got to be careful now with the new fucking Delta variant.
Yeah.
Will it ever fucking end? It's a real question. I don't know if I told you, Chris, but I think I told Gary. I got my first jab, so
Hooray!
so.
I don't actually recall you telling me. You might have told me, and I just might have forgotten. Though,
Oh wait, no, I just said I gotten my 5G injection, so.
Oh.
I don't think I said. Yeah, but I've gotten the first next one in like 6 weeks, so then I'll be 95% safe, but still not 100 because you can't be 100. But better than nothing.
Yes, you can be on a different planet.
True, Mars. Here I come.
Well, you and Gary have both had at least one jab.
Yeah, Chris, did you get both of yours, or have you had any? I can't remember. I think
I've had both of mine.
Yeah, I remember you had like at least one because you didn't feel too well.
No,
I am.
the first one kicked my ass too much. Second wasn't too bad for me.
See, the thing is, the only thing I got was my arm was kind of sore for like 2 days.
Yeah,
and then I was like,
basically me as well.
yeah, and then I was like, now I feel fine. So I'm not worried about the vaccines. I'm not. This might come to us as a shock because I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm actually not an anti-vaxxer, believe it or not. But I do think lizard people control the world. So no, I don't. I just think I gotta specify that no, I don't. But Chris, do you have a dream future other than wait? No, you just said you had your dream future about finding a new game. Gary, you had your dream. So now it's time for my dream. Now I want to do something.
Nothing
What?
18 plus, please.
Honestly, I don't really get those dreams, and I'm definitely not like I'm definitely not sad about that at all. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I'm gonna say it. Okay, Chris and Gary, choose a number between 1 and 7, and that's the dream because I've written down 7 of my dreams so far.
4.
4? Okay. Oh god, this is the one that's like, oof. Okay, I'll try to go through it quickly. I was like watching a news report. We saw 2 unknown royals walk down a hotel hallway, but they had water up to their chest, and eventually I see a woman running down the hallway screaming as a weird fish that kinda looked like a white stingray with bat wings was following her. The royals and the woman with an umbrella, which she was using as a wall against the stingray thing. The scream. Oh yeah, well okay. The grammar isn't the best because I just woke up. The screaming lady reaches the end of the hallway where there are stairs and another hallway to the right. The screaming one goes to the right and the stingray goes up the stairs. Then it cuts, and when I say then it cuts, I mean in this dream I'm barely there. I'm just seeing stuff. So then it cuts to under the water at the beach where I see a huge hole appear. Then it cuts to a bar, and there's a couple of people standing and sitting. One middle-aged woman is being served when a huge wave of water hits the bar. It's filled with water for a couple of seconds, but a lot of people either washed away or have tumbled onto the ground. The bartender tries to help the middle-aged woman, but she is panicking. Then it cuts to me, and now it's the first time I'm actually in the dream, and I'm now seeing from my eyes, and I'm outside a large shop like Tesco's. It's raining heavily. I walk in the side of the building because apparently there's a door open to the side of the building that isn't the entrance and is at the sweets. I go look at the grape sugar based energy sweets with many different types of flavors, normal flavors like original, strawberry, blueberry, and one flavor where the packet was cola brown and with some weird berries that I'm pretty sure are poisonous. Then I see the brand version of the suite, because this is an actual suite that exists, but I was looking at, like...
Cheap knockoff.
Yeah, exactly.
Store brand.
Yeah, exactly. Store brand. Wait. Yeah, the brand version suite. Then it cuts to me and my family standing outside a farm. It's raining slightly, and everything's wet. We walk through the small enclosure, which is very messy. Oh, this one. Okay. It sound. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I was just moving. Sorry.
Okay, it sounded like you fell on your hands.
No, that was the bed creaking when I sat down.
Oh, an enclosure which is very messy. Old machinery and animal bones litter the place. It's not like gory. It's just like messy. When we get to the end of the enclosure, the man in a truck shows up and has 2 chickens and a pig. He greets us like he knows us. He puts the chicken in a smaller enclosure and lets the pig walk around. He then instructs us to take a large wooden board and comb the bones, because there was a lot of bones. It wasn't like gory, but there was like a lot of bones just lying around. A large amount to comb the bones away into a pile. I did this for 30 seconds until it cuts again, and I hear the news reporter say something like, "For the first time ever, people can be pushed by the force itself." And yes, that doesn't make any sense, but that's what I heard. And then I see out of my eyes a black liquid spewing out of the ocean, but when it gets high enough, it turns into black smoke that goes directly upwards. I'm swimming right next to it, and some guy warns me not to touch it, and the rest of the group swims past it. And we can see on our left side a island. It looked fake, but the lava looked real, because there's a volcano on the island. And on the right, a rock outcropping and an old pirate ship on the other side. We decide to get closer to the pirate ship, and we then get to an area with many boats from many eras, like time eras, like Vikings and stuff. And
cool.
they were just wooden boards with boats painted on them. I accidentally bumped into one of these, and some guy stops me. Or some guy stops it because it starts knocking into one of the other ones, and then I wake up. That's a dream.
I gotta be honest.
Dream about the Bermuda Triangle.
This was a very surreal dream. A lot of my dreams, it's me.
Gathered.
The thing is, a lot of my dreams is like me, but this one.
This one was not you.
Well, it was me sometimes, but then it also cut to it not being me. Like there's also another one where there's a journalist who's strapped to a plane and slowly scrapping the plane, like ripping parts of the plane, while the pilot is talking about how he's fine with flying the plane without any shell, until it's just sitting in a skeletal plane with only wings. It's weird. Huh. It's weird. My dreams are getting kind of weird, but that's another dream for another day.
It going back a little bit to when you were still describing it, it sounded like you were describing an oil fire on the ocean.
Well, the only way I can explain it is it looked like it was rising like smoke, but it did look like liquid. I described it as it was liquid and turned into smoke, but it's more like liquid was spewing up in the ocean, and then instead of falling, it just kept going. Like
aliens.
If you had clear water and put some watercoloring in it, and you
so add that sort of smoky effect.
Yeah, exactly. But just upwards and in the sky. So yeah, that was my dream for this week. I might do it next week just for fun. So yeah. At this note, maybe we should continue to the topic at hand.
That would be a good idea.
Rest of Danny's weirdness.
We'll never get past that, Chris. We'll never get past it.
We can hope.
But Chris, do you want to introduce a topic? I don't hope. I like being a weirdo. But Chris,
yeah.
Talking about weirdos. Chris, no, I'm sorry. Do you want to introduce the topic?
When I'm right here, Danny. Come on.
I've been trying.
Well, now I'm gonna let you.
Right. That was rather jumbled mess of a dream.
Oh yeah, it was fucked up.
Normally, what ends up happening for people building bases?
Yeah.
It becomes a jumbled mess. Then you have clean freaks and the super organized.
Mm-hmm.
So, which are you?
Well, actually, let's let Gary start because he doesn't. Okay, let's probably preface that it's usually in games where base building is a thing. You know,
Yeah.
the biggest one we can think of is Minecraft because that's the most popular one. But there are many games that have this feature. Now, Gary doesn't play a lot of these games, so maybe we should start with him. Just, you know.
Okay, well, I tend to try to make something that looks visually appealing and also functions.
Mm-hmm.
So, heck, even in Pokemon, Chris, you've been to my secret base recently. You should have seen that it's pretty easy to navigate around and go straight to the bed should you need to heal your Pokemon or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've also got it very me. You can see things I like littered around it.
Hmm.
Now, this in itself also kind of applies to Halo, if you look back on it. And yeah, Chris, you were mentioning this to me before we started recording Sonic yesterday. We didn't actually think of Halo, and I'm kind of surprised at that. But Danny, can you remember any of the maps I've made?
I mean, I remember our communal map with Brett and Jordan and Twilight. The one where we had our own base and Brett had his tower.
Yes.
Hmm.
You know what? Speaking of maps that have been made, Danny, do you remember that
Was that
you
okay?
otherwise dubbed Satan's penis?
Oh yeah. Brett's course where you had to like do jumping and uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Parkour.
platforming. Yeah, platforming parkour map.
that was such a good map, and I can't play it anymore because my 360 controllers just hate it.
I've actually considered talking to Brett about recreating it in MCC.
If I can find a way to send him the map or something, I will try, but I can't guarantee anything.
Yeah, well, we'll look into that, but that's a completely different beast.
Yeah,
Space
uh,
decorating.
but yeah, most of the time I just try to have it very me. In fact, I tend to try and make tidier looking environments in games than I keep my actual room in.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, for me, it's always been efficiency over looks. If it's efficient, I don't care how it looks. Now, I'm actually in 7 Days to Die. I've changed slightly from being basically in Minecraft. I live in a dirt hole in a mountain, right?
Okay.
But in 7 Days, I've started constructing something I call resource towers, which sound very dystopian, which of course it is, because it's basically like a large concrete tower with almost no features, where it's just a lot of rooms that have different purposes. Like there's a room for smelting, room for crafting, room for storage of finished items. And then there are a lot of rooms for just pure resources like wood or stone or any small thing you can find. Christ, you can find
So
cans.
basically little warehouses.
Yeah, it's basically like a warehouse which is a tower. And the reason why I made this originally because I wanted to consume the world. I wanted to see what happened if I played a 7 Days to Die game, right? And I mined
Mhm.
everything down to bedrock. And I just collected
Cool.
collected everything in these resource towers. And they're actually quite brutalistic in design because they're like concrete, they got barely any features, they're very efficient. But like I say, they don't look like you wouldn't look at it and be like, wow, that's a cool looking base. You look at that and be like, that's a large tower. But they are
It's like a giant monolith.
yeah, it's basically like a giant monolith, and they are very efficient because one concrete block has 600 like 6,000 HP. Now, I usually build the first floor as one hallway to a ladder that goes up to the second floor. Now, everything else is just concrete, which means there can be like 30 or 40 different layers of concrete to get into the hallway. And then there are like 10 steel doors, which have like, I think, I think like 7,000 or 8,000 HP, so the zombies will prioritize the walls, but they'll never get through them. And the next floor is just designed for me to be able to look down and kill these zombies.
Yeah, makes sense.
It has only failed me a couple of times when I've experimented with different ways of killing them. Like, I made an airlock system where I could see the zombies from inside the hallway and shoot them, and then I could use doors to the side to go to another airlock in case they broke down that one concrete block. That failed, but basically when I have a floor, the next floor being purely for defensive or purely for offensive purposes, basically you can look over the edge and shoot the zombies down there. It's not really failed me before.
Fair enough.
So that's my preferred base. Brutalistic and efficient. Now I think about Chris's building he made when we played Minecraft, and that's completely different.
Yeah.
So maybe... I have a feeling that this is coming from a traumatic memory, Danny.
No,
Chris's house was pretty good.
No, I was thinking of the reason of it coming from a traumatic memory for a different reason, but never mind, carry on.
Oh, okay. But
yeah,
I was going to say...
You could say my building in Minecraft was a bit more aesthetic based.
And that's the thing. I think Chris is more aesthetic than has no features.
Yeah. Because I used to do little tricks that made it look neater. I'm just remembering the farm.
Like the square farms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to put a block, well, dig out a block, put water in it, and then put a half slab over it, so you can just walk straight over. But that just allows all the nearby blocks to be watered naturally, and it just made it cleaner and not having a potential pitfall.
That makes sense.
I wonder if I've still got a picture of something on my tablet still. We'll soon find out in the video.
Yeah, if you have one and you send it to me, then it'll be in the video.
You know, you guys talking about Minecraft made me wonder if anyone's actually made Angel Island from, like, Sonic 3 or Sonic Adventure.
Gary, the thing about Minecraft...
I was going to say, thinking about it, there is literally the Sonic DLC. There is a very strong chance it's been made.
Gary, I learned something about Minecraft. It's kind of like Rule 34. If a structure exists, it's been made in Minecraft.
Oh.
I saw a video of somebody who one-to-one created London in Minecraft.
Fuck it, that's impressive.
It was.
But did Big Ben still bong?
I don't know. I just watched a video, but I also remember seeing somebody who one-for-one made Middle Earth in Minecraft.
That's even more impressive.
Wow.
It is.
Yeah, I don't think I actually have a picture.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, normally when building in Minecraft, I create a foundation template of potential rooms and that. And just build from the floor up. But things in Pokemon where you design around a fixed space, I think I tend to keep it minimalist and just have things that I find useful or I like.
Like the table or the bed.
Yeah.
Okay, for people who don't get it, table only really used for putting things on, as you'd expect.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, it heals your Pokemon if you interact with it. Although, I find it weird that you can just choose to sleep in someone else's bed.
I'm trying to think what other games I've had base decorating in. I think I just keep it basic stuff and just have it neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Although the biggest thing or the most awkward would be storage.
You know, I've just looked over at my collection of GameCube games, and I've seen Sonic Adventure DX, and that's made me think I would genuinely love a customizable Chow Garden.
Oh, that would be kind
where
of
you
cool.
lay out all of the sorts of foundations and just design it the way you want it.
I would make it a cold and sterile concrete room.
Where only Ralph is allowed to be.
Yeah, and all the others are in cages and starving.
Actually, random spoiler for Sonic Adventure 2, there is a cage in one of the Chow Gardens, and it is possible to throw a Chow into it.
Good.
Or if you
would
want
most likely end up hating you.
I didn't hear what any of you said.
Chris, you first.
But they'll most likely end up hating you.
Oh, for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a matter of accuracy.
Yeah, but who cares?
And the thing I said was, or you could be really weird and make Tails stand in it.
Ooh, that's a hard decision. No, I think I'd choose a Chow, even though it is tempting to put Tails in a cage.
And leave him there.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature, of course,
Actually, he's only young.
and a
Well, he hasn't grown his full 9 tails. He's only
freak
8.
of nature. Yes, exactly. Oh, that's
Ugh.
not, wait, I thought he was a dog, not a fox.
They're similar.
I mean, yeah, but they're
Well,
not.
they are both part of the canine family.
Yeah, but I mean,
That is my point.
but there are differences between foxes and dogs. Foxes make weird noises. Their piss smells dreadful, and the smell of fox piss can never be removed. Dogs have been domesticated through millions of years, so
Oh, Danny, you got to think a wolf is a full-on carnivore.
yeah,
A fox is a opportunistic omnivore.
yeah,
So that branching of the diet is what distinguishes them even more. It's that fact. Uh, I'm trying to think of the right way to word it.
Evolution.
It's the fact that they're not a full-on predator is the reason why people can have cats out. They're not going to be hunted by the foxes because a cat is a full-on predator.
yeah.
Might be domesticated, but still full-on predator.
Oh, I know.
So they have that drive to attack.
They still hunt.
While a fox is just a scavenger.
Yeah, I mean, I
They
know.
tend to reserve energy so that they don't waste as much.
And
Like, they
tails.
can stop them
Paradox.
screaming.
But I still stand by my point that foxes and dogs are different animals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But what is Tails? Is he a dog?
Tails is a fox.
Oh, well then that makes sense
Well, more
because the nine-tailed
specifically-
fox.
Yeah, more specifically, he's a kitsune, which is a 9-tailed fox. He's extremely young. He's only about 8, so he's only got a pair of tails.
Oh, that makes more sense. I just thought he was a dog with a weird second tail. I'm like, that fucking freak. What's wrong with you?
Oh, don't worry. There will be a point in his story in Sonic Adventure where we point out there's a upgrade in the past, and it's just a badge, and he just wears it on his chest, like no shirt or anything. He just pins it to himself.
Ugh.
Sorry, I
I
just
know.
realised if Tails can have more tails, does that mean he would lose his ability to fly?
No, it'd be like a helicopter.
Yeah, it'd just be able to put more into it.
Yeah,
But then again, Tails shouldn't logically be able to fly with those 2 tails anyway.
that's true.
They'd just get tangled up.
Oh, so he is a freak of nature. Yes.
Yeah. Heck, if you look closely enough at the point where his tails are supposed to conjoin to his spine in Sonic Adventure 2, they don't actually connect.
Oh. But this has nothing to do with bases.
Okay, yeah, bases.
Does anyone have anything else to say about bases? I've said my thing about how. Actually, I can say that I think they're like. Oh wait, no, I have said that, haven't I? That there are two kinds of people: people who are like, I don't care how it looks, and people who are like, it needs to look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point
Yeah.
of it. That's my base building in games point, or base decoration rather. Anybody else have anything else to say about the you know?
Okay. I might. There are certain games that allow you to have full reign of whatever you put in a room or where you put it.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite nice, so you can make it look the way you want. But let's go with Skyrim.
Yeah.
In one of the DLCs, probably part of the definitive edition now, you can get your own homestead. What you put into that is set, and you build it when you want it. That's a nice way to do it as well, because you're not trying to rearrange kind of slot for stuff and all that. But it does restrict you on how it looks inside.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that also reflects in Fable, doesn't it? You can only put set furnishings in specific areas of any building.
Yeah, that's quite an early example, actually.
Well, there we go.
This made me think of something. Have you guys played Animal Crossing?
A very tiny bit of Wild World.
But the thing is, that game's only about building your base. It's what the whole thing about it is.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Animal Crossing is a bit of a. It is a base design, but I think the most recent one is a location as well.
Yeah, it's on an island, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I'd
think
get up
in-
and have a look for it on the Switch, but I really can't be bothered to stand up and walk over to it.
Yeah, we've got
I
like.
think you can actually terraform a little in that, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Heck, I'll be perfectly honest. If I have one thing that interested me in Animal Crossing at all, it was purely the fact that you could plant a money tree.
Animal Crossing.
Quite literally it.
Oh, sorry. Animal Crossing never really tickled my fancy, to be honest.
I'm also the same.
What about Chris?
It-
Did it tickle you?
I've never had it, but the stuff that it has, I can get from other games.
Hmm.
That's the awkward bit of it.
Yeah.
Because I think Fantasy Life and Room Factory 4 has it covered for that genre for me.
And it also and don't they also give you a little combat genre as well?
Yeah.
So if you feel like fighting, you can go and do that as well.
Yeah, but if that's everything we have to say about bases, we can start wrapping it up.
You know, Danny, I misheard you say bases as bakeses, and I'm thinking, what are you baking?
I'm not baking shit. That'd take work. But on that note, yeah. I mean, we shouldn't keep going if we don't have any more else to say. Anything else to say?
I don't think I have anything else to say.
Well, any words of wisdom then?
Um. Don't. Okay. Don't scissor your butt cheeks between another person's butt cheek and fart into their butthole.
That's something.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's
don't
not
do
very
that.
nice.
That'd be kind of weird, especially if after you've done it, he farts your old fart into your fart, into your butthole, and then it's just a constant process of farting each other's farts into each other's buttholes.
Yeah, I think that second bit can be cut from this.
No, I'm gonna keep it. But
If
anybody,
it's not in,
Okay, then.
if it's not in, I know
My
who to
words
blame.
of wisdom.
yes,
That second part can be cut.
okay, good. That's some good words of wisdom, Gary.
That doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No, oh God, no. But Gary,
Okay, so there was actually one I saw a while back of it was of a tweet, and someone was pointing out that making a game look graphically amazing is really not that hard with the sort of free tech that's available today. Like they've pointed out, they can hop on Unreal or Blender or any other similar program and make an area that looks photoreal. So yeah, indie teams can do that, and it's genuinely dumb that people overly measure games based on the graphics exclusively.
yeah. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, Danny, that's why do you think we get along?
I mean, like I said, I play a lot of Loop Hero. That's an 8-bit game. 8-bit 2D. So
At most, the game just needs to be aesthetically pleasing.
yeah, I like the art style a lot.
I still genuinely love the art style of the Sonic Adventure games. Mostly two.
Yeah, I
Two hits.
was gonna say the eyebrows and the mouth movements of one is like, ooh, yeesh.
Yeah, that's a lot better in two.
Okay, good.
Well,
But on that
I
note,
can't start.
yeah, let's all say goodbye. Oh wait, and remember to like, subscribe, Discord, Twitter, fart into each other's buttholes,
Bell button.
and bell button. Yeah, and goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye.
Tally ho!
Goodbye.